Hi, we're in Leicester Square for the opening night of The Soloist, starring Jamie Foxx and Robert Downey Jr. The Soloist is a story about a journalist who befriends a Juilliard-trained musician. Let's go find out what the fans think.
I'm not asking for sympathy. Scratch that. What's your name?
Nathaniel Anthony Ayers Jr.
You only got 2 strings.
Had a few setbacks.
Me too.
Absolutely brilliant.
I was slightly disappointed with it, to be honest. The critics didn't give it a good review, and I can see why.
I wasn't blown away by it, I have to be honest.
I really like Jamie Foxx and Robert Downey Jr., so I thought the actors did a great job, and I thought the story was pretty compelling.
Hi, this is Steve Lopez from the LA Times. I'm calling to see if Nathaniel Ayers attended your school.
He was the most gifted kid I've ever met.
I'm gonna write a column about Nathaniel.
People heard that you were just playing with 2 strings.
Some of them thought you might want something better to work with.
I can't cover that.
It's a gift.
It tries to focus on their relationship, which they just about pull off, I think, because you're a little bit worried that he's exploiting him to write his column and then his book, but I think they get away with it in the end.
They deserve an Oscar for that movie, actually. I think that this was one of the best job in acting I've ever seen.
I was a bit worried about some cliches in the beginning, and then as it went on, it was much nicer. I mean, the acting is absolutely brilliant.
I just felt slightly awkward about it. I wasn't as happy as I should have been.
What does he have? Schizophrenia?
Are you flying that plane?
No, I'm right here.
I'm not always so sure what's going on.
He has no idea what he's saying. What's with Neil Diamond?
I thought that was you.
Your friend is downstairs.
I don't want to take full responsibility.
Oh, by all means, avoid full responsibility.
He's sick and he needs a psychiatric hospital.
You don't put me away. Nathaniel has one thing going for him. A friend.
Come on, you can do it.
The fact that it would really kind of boil down to the fact that, you know, it's about a movie about a friendship and how people need to come through with each other and not expect necessarily things in return. You know, it was actually a pretty good surprise. I thought that was good.
This is another example where, for some reason, the chemistry didn't work to me.
The chemistry between the two, absolutely brilliant.
A year ago, I met a man who was down on his luck. Man, he's got a gift. And thought I might be able to help him.
Are you out of your mind?
Witnessing his courage, his humility,
Do you think I could be good again?
and the power of his art.
I've never loved anything the way that he loves music.
Being his friend will carry you home.
The music was great because it's actually, it was like the antidote of the whole thing. You know, you had all this violence happening and all those the misery, and you had all this nice, Beethoven music going with it. I thought the marriage of the two was absolutely great.
Yeah, the director's very good, isn't he? He made some done good British films, hasn't he? Which surprised me. I didn't find it grip me in any way.
You know, there's less movies that are human interest based nowadays, but I think the ones that, you know, make it with the critics as well as the ones that last are going to be ones like this.
Beethoven, you can't go wrong with it.
For some reason, I didn't find it, as good as it should have been.
Slightly nonplussed, really. I wasn't moved or inspired, frankly.
I came with some apprehension, to be honest with you, and I came out very, very impressed with the whole plot as such.
I'm the closest thing to family he has. We take care of each other. And we look after each other. I'm his friend.
Out of 5, I'll give it 3.
3 and 4, 3.5.
Wouldn't give it more than about 2.5,
4+.
I give it 5. I liked it a lot. So 5 being the best, right? Okay. All right, just making sure.